Japan handed the Olympic torch to France as the COVID-19 delayed Tokyo Olympics ended today, with the world now looking forward to the spectacular 2024 sporting event in Paris. Emmanuel Macron led the cheering crowd in Paris, wishing viewers from all over the world to have fun from the top of the Eiffel Tower, while Mayor Anne Hidalgo was in Tokyo to receive the Olympic flag from organizer Thomas Bach. The scenes in the two cities couldn't be more contrasting. In Tokyo, TV graphics and light shows largely replaced elaborate dance performances in a stadium with limited spectators. About the virus, while in France thousands of people gathered in a fan zone. Japan has a lot to celebrate after the Olympics, with athletes taking home a record total of medals and third in the table, while the COVID security bubble is meant to protect opponents. Competition and their coaches hold the majority. But elsewhere, protections have failed, with crowds gathering outside venues closed by COVID rules to peak at events, helping to push domestic cases to the top. The highest of all time. The event has deeply divided the Japanese into pro and anti-Olympic camps, with that division expected to emerge at the closing ceremony, when athletes celebrate as guests. Honor while the stands were empty due to COVID regulations for crowds. Only a few dozen VIPs and members of the media will be on hand to watch the developments live, while the rest of the country is forced to watch from home, as happened with the somewhat somber opening ceremony. While the bubble, the assemblage of venues and hotels to which Olympic visitors are largely confined, seems to hold, elsewhere some things have collapsed. Normally, one of the world's most electrified cities, Tokyo is in a state of emergency, depriving the Olympic host country of the excitement or the fervent crowds of its last Olympics in 1964. Opinion polls show that most Japanese oppose hosting the Olympics during the pandemic. 13 gold medals were won the Sunday before the closing ceremony, including in the men's marathon, won by Eliud Kipchoge of Kenya, and women's basketball, which went to the United States. Japan will hand over the Olympic baton to its next host city, Paris, in a ceremony starting at 8 p.m. JST. Thank you to the people of Japan, you have achieved what many thought was impossible, Chef de Mission Ian Chesterman of Australia told a news conference. After a year of delays and often played with near-empty venues, the Olympics delivered plenty of high drama. That culminated with the defection of Belarusian sprinter Kristina Tsimanskaya, who, in a more reminiscent of the Cold War moment, refused to board a flight home after she was airlifted to the airport against his will. American gymnast superstar Simone Biles shocked the world when she withdrew from 5 of her 6 events, including abruptly dropping out of the women's team final after trying attempted only one vault, citing concerns for her mental and physical health. Biles finally returned to win bronze on the balance bar in the final event of the women's gymnastics program, a triumphant moment that crystallized her transition from Olympic champion to Olympic champion. Mental health advocate. In swimming, the United States is without 23-time Olympic gold medalist Michael Phelps for the first time since the 1996 Atlanta Olympics, and while their gold medal count is down, they still finish encounter with the top of the table with 30 medals. The bill for the Olympics and Paralympics is expected to be 1.64 trillion yen, 22% higher than it was before the Olympics were delayed in 2020, and double the estimate of 800 billion yen that Tokyo submitted in the bid to host.